Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to Sports Corner. I'm Art Regner for FoxSportsDetroit.com. Of course, this is another video blog, and we're talking Big Ten basketball. Big game at Chrysler Center today in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where Michigan defeated Michigan State by a score of 58-57. I'm still kind of in shock. I don't know how Michigan won this game. They did make a three-point basket for the first time in 14 years. They were dominated on the boards, and freshman Nick Stauskas hardly played because of an elbow to the face that knocked him out of the game and gave him, I think, a gash over his eye. So it was kind of a strange game. A couple of things, though, that I think you have to give Michigan credit for. This was a basketball team that was reeling. Obviously, they were embarrassed when they lost to Penn State, one of the worst losses in college basketball all season. Penn State had not even won a game in the Big Ten, and, of course, they beat Michigan. But I thought Michigan showed a resiliency. I thought Michigan State came in there and played maybe a sloppy game, but they were tough on the boards. Adrian Payne was good, and except for the turnovers, and I know that they had 18 turnovers, they being the Michigan State Spartans. I'm sure that's something Tom Izzo would want to clean up. I think that Keith Appling getting the ball taken from him when the game was tied, and then Trey Burke gets the steal and then dunks it, and then Trey Burke gets the what could have been maybe the winning shot in the waning seconds by Michigan State, but still then steals the ball again. Just proves that Trey Burke is probably, if not the best player in the country, certainly one of the best players in the country. I mean, Michigan is a great basketball team when Trey Burke is on the court. I think they really are going to rely. I don't know if they rely too much on him. I guess if he's that good, why not rely on him? But certainly, come Big Ten tournament time and NCAA tournament time, I think that Michigan. I don't know what to feel about Michigan. I don't have a great feeling about it. I just think because I think they're just too young and inexperienced, and they ride such an emotional wave that one game they're up, one game they're down, and you don't really know what to expect from them. Although you do know what to expect from Trey Burke. Getting back to Keith Appling, I know he was devastated after the game and said that the only way that this is going to be erased is by winning a championship and by playing these guys again so we can beat them. I'm not going to say this is the best thing that could have happened to Keith Appling because I know he's taken a brunt of losing this game. However, Nix and Payne, I think, had 10 turnovers between them out of Michigan State's 18, and Michigan was able to score inside on Michigan State, which is something that's still astounding. I mean, again, I'm stunned that Michigan won this basketball game. I don't know how they did it, but they did do it. Hopefully it's something that they can build upon. Getting back again, I know this is the third time I'm getting back to Keith Appling, but it's been a rough season for him, and up and down, and I kind of feel for him. So maybe this is something, if he settles himself down, gets a little bit more resolve, that in the end this could actually make him stronger and really help the Spartans out in their quest for a national championship and winning the Big Ten tournament. It's pretty apparent right now that Indiana is going to probably win the Big Ten outright, like I thought, as I talked about last week. But, certainly Michigan and Michigan State are still in a great position to, and this is really, again, as I did say last week, what they need to do is they need to finish in the top four in the Big Ten conference. That way they will get a bye in the first day or the first round of the Big Ten tournament. That's what they're really going to want to do because that Big Ten tournament is going to be absolutely fantastic and great basketball. But overall, from a Michigan perspective, I think the young Wolverines showed some resiliency, some guts, and I thought that Trey Burke was absolutely tremendous. From the Michigan State standpoint, they did a lot of turnovers, and there were times where I thought that there could have been, I don't know if it was individual play, but confusion out there by the Spartans, where I thought that that they were going to get it cranking, and I think you saw it when it looked like Michigan, although Michigan has a tendency, and I think a young team again, to blow big leads like they did at Penn State, and they did today against Michigan State. It was a 10-point lead, but yet they somehow won the game again. I'm not sure how, but they somehow did. I guess Trey Burke is how they did it. But again, my point being is that I just think that Michigan State, from their standpoint, they have experience. They've been there, and Tom Izzo is a great coach. I think they just need to settle down and play together as a unit. And I think that at times I don't know if it is individual play, but there seems to be a breakdown or a miscommunication on that team that I'm a little bit surprised, quite frankly, because I think Izzo has them so well coached and they're really pretty well disciplined. But I think State, again, now losing 3 games in a row for the first time since 2011. Anytime the Spartans really have to do some soul searching, they really come back and they play very, very well. So I'm not worried about them at all. I know that they have, Wisconsin and Northwestern are their last 2 games. Michigan goes on the road to Purdue and plays plays Indiana a week from yesterday, which was Sunday. So, again, just a great basketball game in Ann Arbor. 2 teams that really, really played hard, maybe played out of control. I think they wanted it so badly that sometimes, I don't know if it's kinetic energy, if that's a proper term or not, but it was a little bit herky-jerky. But, boy, the effort was there by both teams, and they went after each other really, really hard. And isn't that what competition is all about? So I tip my cap to both teams. I thought it was a great basketball game in Ann Arbor. Somehow Michigan was able to pull it out. But in the end, I think that State's going to be fine, and if Michigan's young basketball team can settle themselves down and not play so emotional, I think that maybe Michigan could have a nice run in the tournament, but I expect the Spartans will have one. So that'll do it. That's my take on the big game between Michigan and Michigan State in Ann Arbor. Michigan wins 58-57. Until we meet again, everyone have a safe and pleasant one. I'm Art Regner for FoxSportsDetroit.com. See ya. Bye-bye.